He wants regime change in Iran, but he doesn't know their population. That's what Tucker Carlson pointed out in one of the most uncomfortable interviews of 2025. But this wasn't just about one senator getting caught off guard. It revealed a massive split inside the Republican Party and the uncomfortable truth behind America's decades-long obsession with Iran. In a recent sit-down on Tucker Carlson's show, Senator Ted Cruz faced tough questions about Iran. Carlson, known for his confrontational style, asked simple but powerful questions. What's the population of Iran? Cruz didn't know. Do you know the ethnic breakdown? Again, no answer. This came right after Cruz doubled down on his support for regime change in Tehran. The clip went viral. But what's really going on here? Why is this such a big deal, and what does it tell us about U.S. foreign policy, especially when it comes to Iran? The history of U.S.-Iran tension. The U.S. and Iran have a complicated and bitter history that goes back over 70 years. In 1953, the CIA helped overthrow Iran's democratically elected Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh in a covert op called Operation Ajax. Why? Because Mossadegh wanted to nationalize Iran's oil, cutting British and U.S. interests out. After that, the U.S. backed the Shah of Iran, a pro-Western monarch who ruled with an iron fist. But in 1979, a revolution led by Ayatollah Khomeini overthrew the Shah. What followed? The creation of a theocratic Islamic republic, the U.S. Embassy hostage crisis, and decades of mutual hostility. Since then, American foreign policy on Iran has mostly been shaped by fear. Fear of nukes, fear of terrorism, and fear of Iran's growing influence in the Middle East. Ted Cruz's view. Ted Cruz is known for being one of the most hawkish senators on foreign policy. He's pushed for maximum pressure, called for bombing nuclear sites, and supported Israel's strikes inside Iran. In the Carlson interview, he said he wanted to support the Iranian people and bring down the regime. But Carlson's response was surgical. You don't even know the population of the country whose government you want to overthrow. The implication: you can't call for war or intervention if you don't understand the country you're talking about. Tucker's question hit hard. This wasn't just an embarrassing moment. It exposed a deeper ideological divide in the Republican Party. On one side, you have the neoconservatives, like Cruz, Lindsey Graham, and others, who still believe in aggressive foreign policy. On the other side, you have America First nationalists like Tucker Carlson and much of Trump's base, who are deeply skeptical of foreign wars. Tucker's viewers want to focus on the border, not Tehran. They see regime change as a distraction and potentially another Iraq or Afghanistan situation waiting to happen. Public backlash and media firestorm. The moment went viral fast, shared across X, Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube. Commenters called it a humiliation for Cruz. Others said Carlson was doing what mainstream journalists failed to do for years, asking basic, critical questions about war. Even some Republicans quietly admitted Carlson's question wasn't unfair, it was fundamental. Why Iran still matters in 2025. Iran is back in the headlines for a reason. Tensions are rising between Israel and Iran over nuclear development. Iran is reportedly helping militias in Syria, Iraq, and even Lebanon. The U.S. has troops still stationed in the region, and the risk of escalation is real. But here's the thing, the American public is war-weary. After 20 years in the Middle East, most voters don't want another endless war. And that's exactly what Carlson is tapping into. This moment wasn't just about Ted Cruz getting embarrassed. It was a test. Can you defend your foreign policy without sounding like a script from 2003? Carlson challenged a senator to defend his calls for regime change, and Cruz didn't pass. The bigger question is, will Americans demand more of their leaders before they support another conflict? Or will history repeat itself? If you think the media should keep pressing politicians with tough questions, subscribe to Backstory News. Because here, We don't just follow the headlines, we explain how we got here.